Hello Slaters, welcome to part 3 video of polynomials and factorization. In this video, first we are going to discuss about value of a polynomial. Consider a polynomial p of x equal to x square minus x minus 12. Now, let us assign a value phi for the variable x. That is, put x equal to phi in the polynomial. Then we get p of phi equal to phi square minus phi minus 12. Phi square is 25, minus 5 minus 12 becomes minus 17. 25 minus 17 gives 8. So p of phi equal to 8. Thus 8 is obtained by replacing x by phi in the given polynomial p of x. Therefore, the value of the polynomial is 8 at x equal to 5. Example, find the value of the polynomial p of x equal to x square minus 5x plus 6 at x equal to minus 1. To find value of the polynomial p of x, first let us substitute x equal to minus 1 in the given polynomial. P of minus 1 equal to minus 1 whole square minus 5 into minus 1 plus 6. Minus 1 whole square becomes 1. Minus 5 into minus 1 is plus 5 plus 6. 1 plus 5 plus 6 becomes 12. So, the value of given polynomial p of x at x equal to minus 1 is p of minus 1 equal to 12. Now see the definition of value of a polynomial. If p of x is a polynomial in one variable x and k is any real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called the value of p of x at x equal to k. It is denoted by p of k. Children, solve this given problem. Find the value of the polynomial x square minus 2x minus 15 at x equal to 4. Now, 0 of a polynomial. Let me explain about 0 of a polynomial by taking one example. Find the value of the polynomial p of x equal to x square minus 5x plus 6 at x equal to 2. To find out value of the polynomial p of x, we will substitute x equal to 2 in the given polynomial p of x. Then we get p of 2 equal to 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. 2 square becomes 4 minus 5 into 2 becomes 10 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10 minus 10. So 10 minus 10 becomes 0. Here the value of given polynomial p of x at x equal to 2 is p of 2 equal to 0. We observe that the value of the polynomial is 0 at x equal to 2. That is, 2 is the number for which value of the polynomial p of x becomes 0. Hence, 2 is called 0 of the polynomial p of x. Now see the definition of 0 of a polynomial. The number for which the value of a polynomial becomes 0 is called 0 of a polynomial. Example, consider a polynomial f of x equal to x minus 2. Find the value for which the polynomial becomes 0. Let us take 2 in the place of x. Then what we get? F of 2 equal to 2 minus 2 equal to 0. Since by replacing the variable x by 2, we get the value of the polynomial as 0. So, 2 is 0 of the polynomial. For a given linear polynomial, how to find 0 of a polynomial? See the example. Find the zero of linear polynomial p of x equal to 2x plus 5. Whenever you want to find zero of a polynomial, you equate that polynomial to 0. That is, p of x equal to 0. Here, what is p of x? 2x plus 5. So 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Send plus 5 right side, we get 2x equal to minus 5, and into 2 right side, it becomes x equal to minus 5 by 2. Now, minus 5 by 2 is the zero of the polynomial p of x. Let me verify. Substitute that minus 5 by 2 in the given polynomial. What we will get? P of minus 5 by 2 equal to 2 into minus 5 by 2 plus 5. 2 gets cancelled. Minus 5 plus 5 becomes 0. When we are substituting minus 5 by 2 in the given polynomial, the value of polynomial p of minus 5 by 2 is becoming 0. So, we can confirm that minus 5 by 2 is the zero of the polynomial p of x. In p of x equal to 2x plus 5, is there any other real number other than minus 5 by 2 for which p of x becomes 0? No, there is only one real number for x such that the value of the polynomial p of x becomes 0. Since the given polynomial p of x is a linear polynomial, that is, degree is 1, it possesses only one zero. We conclude that a linear polynomial has only one zero. Number of zeros of a given polynomial depends on its degree. For a given quadratic polynomial, how to find zero of a polynomial? See the example. Find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial g of x equal to x square plus 6x plus 8. To find zeros of the given polynomial, equate that polynomial to 0. That is, g of x equal to 0. What is g of x? X square plus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. Now, we should factorize this equation by splitting the middle terms. So, we get x square plus 4x plus 2x plus 8 equal to 0. That means in the place of 6x, we are replacing with 4x plus 2x. Take x common from the first two terms. We get x into x plus 4. Now, take 2 common from the last two terms. We get 2 into x plus 4. That is, x into x plus 4 plus 2 into x plus 4 equal to 0. Take x plus 4 common. We get x plus 4 into x plus 2 equal to 0. Whenever the product of two factors is 0, then each factor will be equal to 0. Here x plus 4 and x plus 2 are the two factors whose product is equal to 0. So x plus 4 is equal to 0 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. X plus 4 equal to 0, that gives x equal to minus 4. X plus 2 equal to 0 gives x equal to minus 2. Therefore, minus 4 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial g of x. Let us verify. To verify minus 4 and minus 2 are zeros of the polynomial, substitute that values in the place of x. First, let us substitute minus 4. G of minus 4 equal to minus 4 whole square plus 6 into minus 4 plus 8. Minus 4 whole square is 16 plus 6 into minus 4 is minus 24 plus 8. 16 plus 8 is 24, minus 24 as it is. 24 minus 24 is 0. So g of minus 4 is 0. In the same way, put x equal to minus 2 in the given polynomial. G of minus 2 equal to minus 2 whole square plus 6 into minus 2 plus 8. Minus 2 whole square is 4 plus 6 into minus 2 is minus 12 plus 8. 4 plus 8 is 12, minus 12 as it is. 12 minus 12, 0. Here also g of minus 2 equal to 0. Since g of minus 4 is 0 and g of minus 2 is 0, we can confirm that minus 4 and minus 2 are the two zeros of the polynomial. Now one more example for finding zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Let us consider a quadratic polynomial h of x equal to x square plus 4x plus 4. To find zeros of this polynomial, equate that polynomial to 0. That is h of x equal to 0. What is h of x? X square plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. We factorize this equation by splitting the middle terms. We get x square plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. Take x common from the first two terms. We get x into x plus 2. And take 2 common from last two terms. We get 2 into x plus 2. That is x into x plus 2 plus 2 into x plus 2 equal to 0. X plus 2 is common. Now take out common and write x plus 2 into x plus 2 equal to 0. As we know, when product of two factors is equal to 0, each factor will be equal to 0. That is x plus 2 equal to 0 and x plus 2 equal to 0. X equal to minus 2 and x equal to minus 2. Here both zeros are same, so we write only one time. Therefore minus 2 is the zero of the polynomial h of x. Let us verify. Substitute minus 2 in the given polynomial. H of minus 2 equal to minus 2 whole square plus 4 into minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 whole square becomes 4, plus 4 into minus 2 becomes minus 8, plus 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, minus 8 as it is. 8 minus 8 becomes 0. Therefore, h of minus 2 equal to 0, we say that minus 2 is the zero of the polynomial h of x. Consider a quadratic polynomial q of x equal to x square plus x plus 1. To find zeros of this polynomial, we equate that polynomial q of x to 0. That is x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. We should factorize this equation to get x values. But to this equation, factorization is not possible. So we say that the given polynomial q of x has no zeros. Whenever we say the given polynomial have no zeros, it indicates that the zeros are not real numbers. Whenever you find zeros of a quadratic polynomial, you may get 2 zeros or 1 zero or no zeros. When we say the quadratic polynomial have 2 zeros, the 2 zeros are different zeros. And when we say the polynomial have 1 zero, it indicates that both zeros are same. And whenever we say the quadratic polynomial have no zeros, it indicates that the zeros are not real numbers. So a quadratic polynomial will have at most 2 zeros. At most means maximum. Similarly, a cubic polynomial will have at most 3 zeros. Generally, we can say that a polynomial of degree n will have at most n zeros. Children, please note down this home assignment and write solutions. Think and discuss. First one, x square plus 1 has no real zeros. Why? Second one, can you tell the number of zeros of a polynomial of nth degree? The remaining concepts will be continued in the next part. Thank you.